Welcome back to The Charismatic Voice and to My Choice Tuesday. Now, two of my favorite vocal groups just released a new song, so we're going to check that out. This will be Peter Hollens, who is kind of like his own one-man vocal group, and Home Free. And together, they're going to be performing a song that's originally by another band that I absolutely adore, U2. They'll be performing I Still Haven't Found What I'm Looking For. Now, in preparation for this video, I had the awesome opportunity to talk with the head engineer over at Hollens Inc. and ask him about how they produced this. Now, I still haven't watched it, but he gave me some inside info on how it all went down. And basically, they got about 350 submissions from people on Patreon, and those people make up this huge chorus that's going to be featured behind these other 6 guys singing. That is really difficult to produce. Just FYI, all of the different verbs and the different spaces that people are singing in, wow. I've done big choral projects before, never that big, but that is incredibly challenging, and I'm so excited to hear how it turned out. Let's get to it.
I have climbed highest mountains, I have run through the fields only to be with you, only to be with you.
Hi. Wow, this is such a cool beginning immediately. There's a lot that's happening. You'll notice most of the backing vocals are all on do's. The D creates like a little bit of extra rhythm in there, and the oo is also like a really nice vowel to draw people in. In addition, I was just about to comment how it's all sitting kind of in the top register. So this arrangement's really awesome, by the way. Of course, it's going to be awesome. Darren, I believe, is the name of the arranger, and he just does incredible work. I'm such a fan of him. So they've been mostly sitting in the high register here. So you're going to hear it probably drop at some point. You'll have a bunch of bass come in and it'll really feel like it gets the groove going more there. But right now it sounded like we got like this fun bass note in at one point that really gave a little extra hop.
Only to be with you.
Right there. Oh, that's so cool. Wait, okay, so let's go back and talk about the guys here before I cut you off again, Peter. So sorry about that. So you have, it looks like Peter Hollens is down in the bottom middle here, and then you have the guys from Home Free around. So we have Adam, beatboxer, he's on the bottom left. Then we have Austin, lead tenor, he's on the top left. Then you have Tim in the top middle. He's the bass. And then you have Rob, who's another tenor. He's on the top right. And then down below him is Adam Chance. He's a baritone. So Adam Chance and Adam Rupp, I think they're both 2 Adams. So, you know, you have a higher chance of getting somebody right if you just call them Adam in this. But Adam on the left is the beatboxer and Adam on the right is baritone. And then Peter just kind of sings everything. Right here, he's singing like a really strong, nice lead tenor.
I have run, I have crawled, I have scaled these city walls, only to be with you. But I still haven't found what I'm looking for.
Peter has such a likable voice. It's just like so inviting and welcoming. I loved this moment when you have, it looks like there's stills of them that are superimposed over a background perhaps. And then all of a sudden you have Peter that started moving there. That was fun. That was really fun. There's a lot of things happening in this video immediately that really catch the eye, and then it moves on so quickly. You're like, wait, what happened there? Okay, I'm going to let it actually keep going a little longer.
But I still haven't found what I'm looking for. But I still haven't found what I'm looking for. I have kissed honey
Oh, okay. Two immediate things. Remember how I said there was going to be a bass that came in and you'd start feeling more of the groove then? That just happened. Yes, I was right. On top of that, the choir sounded good. You know, they're kind of back. So the choir, they should be backing vocals. They should never interfere with the lead in the center. So you feel them kind of like as if they're a bit back in the space. But when you have 350 recordings where people are at different distances from their mics, it is hard to make them all feel like they are in the same space. Putting virtual choirs together is extremely, extremely difficult, and they sounded good. I hope we get a lot more of them. Let's keep going. Let's catch that transition.
Kissed honey lips, felt the healing in the fingertips. It burned like fire. This burning desire. I have spoke with the tongue of angels. I have held the hand of a devil. It was warm in the night. I was cold.
There is a strong animal theme in this. I love the way that people want to also bring their pets with them into videos. We have Austin's cat. There is this woman's cat as well. And I also saw a dog earlier. I love that the feeling of community also extends to wonderful pets that keep us company. Big shout out. I love also that they've organized this project with tons of people. It is hard to stay connected to people right now when we're very much socially distanced for health reasons. And a lot of choirs can't meet. So it's so cool that people can still sing together in something like this. And I think it's amazing that the production team was willing to tackle a project that's so huge and bring all of these different videos also together. Can you imagine 350 submissions? How are you going to put that together? Wow, that's just amazing. I'm also loving how the guys are all cycling through different solo moments. And of course, I'm going to go back, I think, and catch a little bit of some of that beatboxing. Adam's beatboxing gets me. I love it.
I have spoke.
Oh, I actually hit exactly the moment that I wanted to right there. I like boom, 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 boom. I think that's a combination of, that's probably a combination of Tim and Adam. Let's listen.
I have spoke with the tongue of angels. I have held the hand of a devil. It was warm in the night. I was cold as a stone.
Oh man, it's so hard to listen to one part when every single part grabs your ear for deliciousness. It's just really, really lovely to hear, like tons of ear candy everywhere. I'm really trying to hone in right now on Adam's beatboxing. I love the way that he sounds like a drum kit. You can hear he's making different sounds that have higher frequencies, and the mids as well. It's so cool. I wish I knew so much more about beatboxing. It's delicious. But Austin's vocal is definitely prying my ears away. The way he's able to find, he has a really clean and clear sound. And he also doesn't seem to have like a lot of tension in it. It just has like a natural ability to just focus out there. It definitely has like a charismatic quality, I would say. Let's listen to that part one more time.
Angels, I have held the hand of a devil. It was warm in the night. I was cold as a stone. But I still haven't found what I'm looking for.
Ooh, that's so cool. So I love having Peter and Austin's voices back to back like this. So Austin has like, I would say like a lot more forward placement. And I'm guessing that just like in Peter's anatomy that he probably has more backspace available. So you hear like a little more depth in the sound. But Peter still has like a really nice buzz on so it has this like nice combination of like roundness and buzz. Whereas Austin's voice has got like just like a laser that's like pow right there. And he also, I noticed Austin had this really nice ornamentation at one point that just seemed to fit his voice so well, almost like a little Rascal Flatts in there. Listen to that combo once more.
I was cold as a stone, but I still haven't found what I'm looking for. But I still haven't found what I'm looking for. I believe in kingdom come, when all the colors bleed into one, bleed into one. But yes, I'm still running.
So I love now, it's so cool to hear all of their voices singing the same melody, and just each of them has something that is so lovable in them. And for me, in Rob's voice, it's that little bit of extra grit. He's able to add just like a teensy bit of a dirty edge to the sound, and that makes his voice just pop out a little differently. Really cool. But also, it is inspiring to see all of these people and know that everyone has contributed to this project. I feel like that's just a humongous, it's like what we need right now. We need people to come together, and I'm loving it. I feel really touched and really excited about all the voices, but at the same time, just incredibly grateful that they would even consider doing a project like this. It's incredible.
But yes, I'm still running. You broke the bonds and you loosened chains, carried the cross of my shame, of my shame. You know I believe it, Lord, I believe it, but I still haven't found what I'm looking for.
All power to those women who are just dancing and having fun, and also to Peter, who seems to be spinning a bunch. I think it's really fun to have that sort of loosening up. I'm loving the visuals too, of like this feeling of going through different areas. Definitely all of the guys seem like they're walking through different outdoor areas, maybe near their homes, not sure, but it gives that feeling of traveling and maybe a journey through life, but you still are together with everyone else in looking for something. I think that's really awesome. Okay, also still seeing tons of pets. Yay for pets.
What I'm looking for, but I still haven't found what I'm looking for. I have climbed.
Whoa, that was such a little cool ear candy bit. Whoa, did you guys hear that? The like, he does a thing where he starts high, but it's all beatboxy at the same time. Oh, that was so cool. It's like a drum fill.
Haven't found what I'm looking for. I have climbed.
Ooh, it's so good. Let's listen to it again.
I have climbed the highest mountains. I have run through the fields only to be with you. Only to be with you. I have run.
Ooh. Love. So they removed the beat here, which is a pretty common composition technique to have like a part where the beat just falls away for a bit, and then you're going to hear it come back in here. That helps the variety of sound keep going, so you don't ever get bored. You don't feel like you have the same wall of sound the whole time. I love that they're able to do that because they have beatboxer and bass that are just incredibly talented, and they can really pull it back or even change to different ranges. So that's really, really awesome arranging. Also, I adore Peter's voice here. Well, not just here, just kind of everywhere. He has so much possibility in his sound. You hear when he's singing that he can go high and low. He has a huge, 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 huge range. And I love listening to that beautiful balance of that depth of sound and the brightness on top of it. So it's really, really lovely. Let's listen to it a little bit more.
Through the fields, only to be with you. Only to be with you. I have run, I have crawled, I have scaled these city walls, these city walls. Yes, I'm still running.
Woo! Wow. Okay, that was awesome. Those are some good high notes right there. Also, Adam Chance. It was fun to hear him a little more. I haven't listened to as much of Home for You's newer things. They're just kind of in a line waiting for reactions right now. So I've only heard Adam really, I think it was in the Man of Constant Sorrow a little bit, and I would love, love, love to hear his voice more. He has he's able to bring that baritone sound in here. He's got a lot more depth to it as well. It feels a little more, to me, it feels more down home, like Louisiana a feeling to it. Don't know where he's from, but it definitely has like that extra depth. And so it was fun to have that additional color right here as well. And then with Peter's like high moment, that was a really fun contrast too. Have I mentioned this is awesome arranging? Yeah.
Yes, I'm still running. I'm still running.
And that's what you can do with three amazing tenors in a group. Listen to the way they hand off this top melody. So Peter comes in first with like a little riff there, and then it goes to Austin, and then it goes to Rob, and then back to Peter, I think. That's awesome.
Hope you guys enjoyed this. This was such an incredible experience. Every single face you saw singing with us are patrons of ours. Home Free, it is always such a pleasure to work with you. You guys are incredible. I would work with you every single time if I could. So keep that in mind. Hollens family, thank you so much for supporting me on Patreon. You're the reason we get to make videos like this. This is a song on my new album, so make sure to check that out.
Yeah, you guys should all go get that album. But also, this is so cool. So if you wanted to be in this choir and future things, you could just be on Peter's Patreon and be a part of it. I think that's awesome, especially considering the amount of work they put in to mix all of these voices. That's insane to me. Let's go back a little bit here at the end. Shout out to the woman with the pink flamingo. That's adorable. She's like, everybody else has got a dog and a cat. I got flamingo. That's awesome. And at the very end here, I really appreciate, I'm guessing it's some Tim Faust, this low bass note, maybe with a little bit of extra emphasis, probably from Adam. That's a really fun way to just show us like, period, button, it's done. Listen to this end moment. I love, so what they did is they took the beat out a little bit, went back to that, like feeling like almost like a gospel choir in church. And then that opens up a little more space to really draw your attention to that low note, which is about to drop. Right there. Oh, that's like a low
Hope
note.
you guys enjoyed this. This was such an
Awesome. I definitely want to say amazing job and thank you to the Hollens Inc. team that put this together. That is an enormous amount of work that you had to do. And wow, that choir sounded great. Really, 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 really great. I began this video expecting to be wowed by Peter and Humphrey, and they did not disappoint. Their vocal greatness was awesome. But even more impressive to me is their desire to build a community. I just love that. Not only do they seem like they're awesome friends and not the catty kinds of singers that you sometimes see, they seem like, I don't know, they seem like chill guys. They seem like the kind of guys I'd want to play board games with. But on top of that, they invited 350 other people to come and share the stage with them. And they also are supporting a team of engineers that can handle 350 tracks from different recording spaces. That's amazing. David told me that to get everybody synced up together, they had them clap the first beats, and that was a way that they were able to line up some of the tracks. But just imagine how difficult it would be to line up all of those consonants. When you're in a choir all together, you feel the person beside you. You'll feel them shape an S or an M at the same time. You're able to sort of sync that up. But when you are doing your own thing in different spaces, everybody comes in with different consonants at different times. They'll shift their vowels at different times. And lining that up so it sounds like one cohesive choir is just incredibly difficult. But they did it, and it sounded great. So thank you, David, for that inside information, and thank you for just doing such an awesome, awesome job. And if you guys want to be part of that choir, make sure you join Peter's Patreon. I'm probably going to go join that right now. So, join me, and maybe we'll both be singing in his next video. And also check out my Patreon while you're at it. And don't forget that I have premieres here on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Fridays at 8 a.m. Arizona time. So I know there's a time change coming up. No, it's Arizona time. We don't actually change time here, but you might change time where you're at. And I'll hope to see you on Patreon here, or maybe even in an online course sometime very soon. Thank you.